After winning more Super Bowls than any coach in NFL history, Bill Belichick is both documenting his stellar football career and launching its newest chapter. He's talking with Tony Dokoupil.
Coach, thank you for doing this.
You're probably thinking the same thing I was when I sat down with Bill Belichick.
What's going on with this sweatshirt?
Well, you can see I've worn this one for a while.
Do you remember how you got the cut here?
No.
Tattered and, yes, often sleeveless, Belichick's signature look is part of his singular focus. As he writes in a new book, he's motivated not by style or fame,
New England win,
but by the obvious.
The Patriots in the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
So why, before the career is over, would you write a book called The Art of Winning? You're still out there practicing the art.
Well, I never had really had a good chance to do that before. So I tried to capture some of the ups and downs and the preparation and the dealing with star players and the big moments.
You wanted to give back to football, you write, some of what football has given to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's given him a whole lot over a 50-year career.
And the Patriots are Super Bowl champions.
Second all-time in NFL victories.
The New England Patriots have won the Super Bowl for the third time in 4 years.
Including a record 6 Super Bowl titles as head coach of the New England Patriots.
What does that feel like in the shower of confetti?
It feels like a lifetime achievement. It feels like you've worked your whole life to get to that point. And honestly, when you win one, you try to savor the moment because in the back of your mind, you're kind of thinking, I don't know if I'll ever be here again.
But on this recent trip back to his old high school in Annapolis, Maryland,
A lot of good memories here and remember some of the things that you learned. Of course, you thought you knew it all then.
the now 73-year-old former NFL coach wasn't interested in gloating about his many achievements.
Where did this title come from?
The publisher, a couple other advisors on the book, that was really their choice. My choice would have been how I did my job or lessons from my life in football.
The result is not a tell-all, but what you might call a tell-some.
You write about not cheerleading on the sideline, but also you're against the inspirational locker room speech at halftime. Coach, have you not seen the movies?
I've seen them. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not against them. I would just say I've seen very few that were really worthy of, a strong mention or change the direction of the team or the game. There have been very few. Most of it really is strategic. What are they doing? What do we need to adjust to that? That's really what football is. It's identifying a problem, figuring a solution, and then executing that, that plan to make it work.
Football is everything for Belichick. His father, Steve, a beloved assistant at Navy for more than 3 decades, made sure of that.
I was an only child. I followed my dad around. If he had been a fireman, I'd probably been a fireman. He was a football coach, and so I hung around him, and I did whatever he did.
But what did you love about that? Because plenty of sons run in the other direction.
Yeah, I think a big part of it was the respect and adoration that they had for him. It seemed very rewarding.
When young Billy went looking for a coaching job of his own, though, Dad had some advice.
You're never going to make any money coaching. You need to go to business school. You need to get a job.
He discouraged you.
He was being real.
But the National Football League soon realized there was something special about this coach's kid. And by the year 2000, Patriots owner Robert Kraft hired Belichick to turn the team into a dynasty, which he did, finding perhaps the best quarterback of all time with the 199th pick of the 2000 draft.
What did you see in Tom Brady that everybody else missed? Because he wasn't the fastest, he wasn't the strongest, he didn't blow you away with his athleticism.
Well, 2 things really. He was accurate and he was a very good decision maker. He got better every single day.
As he got better, you got better. Did you build off of each other?
Absolutely, yeah.
One area where they are clearly different is with the media. Brady seems at ease in the spotlight.
People have a lot of questions.
Belichick does not.
You heard what Robert just said. It's already been addressed.
Maybe you ought to go back and look at your notes.
Well, I understand they have a tough job. On the other side of that, as a coach, you have a job to do too. There's times where I could have been more accommodating. I admit that.
Yeah.
You just got to turn the page and move forward. As much as they want to dig deeper and deeper into the grave and see what more is down there, at some point you just got to, look ahead and move on.
It's also been a momentous year for Belichick. He was named head coach of the University of North Carolina, the result of a messy split from Robert Kraft and the Patriots in early 2024.
He's got a cold, so I'm not going to kiss him.
I have to ask about Robert Kraft because 24 years together, 6 Super Bowls. Unless I'm wrong, he's not in this book. How come?
He's not. Well, again, it's about my life lessons in football, and it's really more about the ones that I experienced directly.
But he's not even in the acknowledgement section.
Correct.
Do you feel like you were treated with dignity and respect when you were let go by Robert Kraft?
Yeah, well, it was a mutual decision for us to part ways.
He said fired.
It was a mutual decision.
The other change for Belichick is 24-year-old Jordan Hudson, his creative muse, as he writes in his book.
Make sure that that's the philosophy.
Jordan was a constant presence during our interview.
You have Jordan right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on, though Hudson has recently posted about it on Instagram.
You joined InstaFace, as you put it. I love that. There's some great pictures of you and Jordan, where you're a fisherman and she's a mermaid. It's charming. It's a different side of you. What's the reaction been like?
What's it been like?
To have these different sort of photos. There's another one where you're doing, I know you're not into meditation or yoga or Pilates. You're balancing Jordan on your feet, and she's doing kind of the Titanic pose.
Yeah, so I'm on some of those social media platforms, but I honestly don't follow them.
What he does follow isn't clicks or views, but touchdowns and, above all, wins.
You do seem like you're having a lot more fun these days than you were in other chapters of your life, let's say.
I enjoy football. I enjoy the whole process of it. It's hard to win, and it's hard to beat other good coaches, good teams. I appreciate the grind. I appreciate the competition. But coaching's fun, and honestly, I feel like I haven't worked a day in my life.